So today we are, I really didn't want to do this. Rob talked me into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
All the big kids are doing it.
So this is, to me, vaguely embarrassing. We're foodies, and so of course we have a teenager who has decided that he loves everything pre-made rather than the kind of food that we make, of course, because that's his job. So I talked in the quick pickle recipe about how we like Mexican style tacos. Yeah, our teen, the one that's still at home, he likes what I would call California style tacos. He likes hard shell tacos with ground beef that have taco seasoning.
Processed cheese food.
Yeah, he likes that too. So this is the bane of our existence, of course. He'll grow out of it, right?
Maybe.
Anyway, so what I did when he decided that he was embracing this taco kit business, I could not bring myself to buy a taco kit. So I made DIY taco seasoning.
Even we have standards.
Shush, shush. So I did a DIY taco seasoning, and guess what? He actually likes it. Amazing, right? So it's really not hard as long as you have the spices around. But I wanted to show you a trick that we do. We have a dedicated spice grinder.
It's very dedicated.
It is just a cheap coffee grinder. That is all it is. And but it's one that we use for spices as opposed to coffee. You can see that there are, I think Rob last ground probably coriander and cumin in there. That's his usual. And I can smell, oh, maybe that's from the black
peppercorns and
oh
black
yeah,
pepper.
I do smell the Sichuan peppercorns. So what we do is we take a heel of bread that also the teen won't eat. And so this is just like stale bread or whatever, actually even fresh bread.
Maybe we could trade him in.
No, we can't. He'll be good. Give him 5 years, he'll be awesome. He's just not there yet. So, just breaking it up into little pieces.
And I think the drier the bread, the better almost in that way.
Yeah, but it's not absolutely necessary. You can use fresh bread. So that is now spice-flavored breadcrumbs.
And that's relatively residue-free.
I'm just going to use a paper towel here to scoop out any little bit. Now, if there's a little bit of the other spice in there, it really doesn't bother me that much. And now, you do not have to have a spice grinder of any sort if all of your spices in your home are pre-ground. Let me show you what we have here. So we've got salt. This is black peppercorns. If you have ground, then like I said, you don't need to bother with this. That is garlic powder. That is sweet paprika. As opposed to hot paprika. We're using red chili flakes for the heat, and you can adjust how much heat you have by how much red chili flakes and how much black pepper you have. This is cumin seed. Again, if you have ground, no need for the blender. This is onion powder, and this is Greek oregano. Now, it would be better if we had Mexican oregano, but we don't, so we're subbing in Greek oregano.
Trouble with the border.
So, like I said, all the amounts, or maybe I didn't say it, all the amounts will be down below, so I don't need to tell you that now. And I'm just going to scoop all of this in to the spice grinder.
Now, your dedicated viewers may want to know, what's the advantage of using whole spices instead of pre-ground spices?
Whole spices tend to be fresher. Now, if I really wanted this to be strongly flavored, I would have toasted the whole spices.
Dry heating in a black cast
Exactly, in
iron
a cast iron pan, no oil of any sort, and you toss in your black peppercorns and you toss in the cumin and you toast them till you start to smell the spice, and then you let them cool and you do this. I didn't do that here because the original recipe that I found for DIY taco seasoning that is similar but not exactly the same to this, was using all pre-ground spices. So my feeling was if I toasted these, the black pepper and the cumin would be too strong for this balanced blend. So that's why I didn't in this case.
If you're making an Indian curry, that's the best thing to do. That's what makes it.
Absolutely. That's great for an Indian curry and for lots of other things we do.
Time for the dog cameo.
Hey, Romeo. So, I'm just gonna grind this up and then tell you how it gets used for those of you who have never made those kind of tacos, because I never had.
Okay. Yeah, revel in your shame.
there you go. It's even kind of that pinky orange terracotta color that,
It's a Christmas miracle.
that you get. So the way you use this, approximately 2 tablespoons is equal to a packet of DIY seasoning. I can't give you the amounts of what's supposed to be in a packet, but they're pretty standard apparently. So the way you use it is you brown your beef or whatever you're using. It's usually ground beef for this style of taco. You brown it, then you add a little bit of water and 2 tablespoons of the DIY seasoning. Now, you can also, instead of water, you could use tomatoes smushed up, like canned tomatoes smushed up, or add a little bit of tomato paste in with your water. But that's me going, I gotta do something to make this better than, you know,
The taco kit.
better than the taco kit. So there you have it. This is my shame, and I've shared it with you now. Go DIY taco seasoning. Yes.
Yay.
It's still real food.